Welcome to the violin shop. Come on in. It's over 110 degrees out there today. Almost everyone who drives through the sand and sagebrush and walks through that door asks, why build the finest violin shop ever made in the middle of the desert? And the answer is, for the trees. I know it's difficult in this day and age of science and technology to believe that magical trees make master violins and that they have souls. Yet, did you ever wonder that the reason why master instruments quit being made after the golden age of Cremona was because the violin makers themselves quit believing? And can you blame them? After watching Joseph Guarneri die face down in the gutter in abject poverty and misery, after creating the greatest concert instruments that have ever been made? Before I go any further with these video lessons, I must preface everything with this. There are only two types of violins in this world. Those made by people simply trying to earn a living and trying to put a dollar in their wallet at the end of the day. And the master violins, where there is no price too high to be paid, no distance too far to be traveled, no sacrifice too great if it helps fulfill the dream. In this violin shop, there are no limits. And while others claim that the wood no longer exists, I assure you that if Antonio Stradivari were to walk in that door and look up at this ceiling, he would fall on his knees and weep with joy. You see, true master wood has always been rare. Even after you find the perfect species on the perfect mountainside, at the perfect elevation, under the perfect climate conditions, finding a tree with a voice that can carry in the greatest concert halls and make surly men weep with joy is truly rare. So rare that it's always been considered a miracle. Each of the masters has had their own way of finding these trees in the forest. The most historically significant would be Jacob Steiner, because he openly would walk through the forests and thump his walking cane against each of the trees to see which of them had souls. Then, listen to their voices after cutting them down and having them crash down the mountainside. I, on the other hand, am a tree hugger, and I close my eyes and listen. Not for the trees that beg me to save them from the lumberjack's axe, but those who whisper, please, please cut me down so that I may live forever and sing. You see, while all the other trees in the forest will live their life and die of old age in obscurity, these trees will live forever as musical instruments, singing in the greatest concert halls or soothing the savage soul. These are the trees that the legends speak about, and they truly are special. The wood is located in the summertime, yet cut the next winter when the sap is at its lowest activity and the snow is deep. Once the tree is cut, it is split And then the ends are waxed so that the wood always dries very slowly from the sides and very evenly. Then it's hung from the ceiling so that the air gets all the way around and it can hang relaxed and dry to perfection. This process takes a minimum of 10 to 15 years, and that's here in the desert. I've purchased collections out of Europe over 30 years old that still weren't ready and had to hang from this ceiling for another 7 years. The truth is, the same is true for the instruments made in Cremona. If you bring an instrument here from Cremona, they will crack and fall apart unless you constantly humidify them. Yet, if you make an instrument here with wood that was cured here, it can go anywhere in the world and it just gets better. Spruce is always used for the belly, while maple is used for the back, the ribs, and the scroll. Do the trees have souls? Yes. And these pieces of wood will make what the great legends all talk about: a true master violin.